Hi guys, and welcome to our first mind wrap in chapter 2. We're going to be talking about frequency distributions and how to create a basic frequency distribution. So we're going to start off here by looking at the number of household pets for 52 families. So you can see we have a lot of data here that we want to organize a little bit better than just having this large list. So what we've got is we've got the number of pets that go anywhere from 0 to 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how many households have 0 pets, how many households have 1, 2, and so on and so forth. So when we do this, what we're going to do, we're going to start off by just counting the number of houses that have 0 pets. So we're going to do a tally. So if we look at here, I've highlighted every household that has 0 pets. If we count those up, we're going to find that there are 16 houses that have 0 pets. We're going to do the same thing through each of the different numbers. So for the number of households that just have 1 pet, that is going to end up being 15 houses. We're going to do the same thing for 2. The number of households that have 2 pets, we're going to have 13, and so on and so forth. For number 3, we're going to have 5. For 4 pets, we just have 1 household that has 4 pets. For 5, again, we just have 1 household with 5 pets. And for 6, we just have 1 household with 6 pets. So that's kind of our basic idea of a frequency table, is these first 2 columns, the number of pets per household, and then the frequency or how often those occur. But we want to do some other things. So for instance, we want to do what we call the percentile, which is just the frequency of an event divided by the total number of events that we have here. So our total number of events or households that we're talking about is 52. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that 16 and we're going to divide it by 52. So we have 16 divided by 52. We're going to divide that out and we're going to get equal to 0.31. So now if we want to look at the proportion for number of households with just 1 pet, that would be 15 out of 52. Notice that my denominator is not changing because I'm still talking about 52 households. So that would be 0.29. 13 out of 52 would give us 0.25. 5 out of 52 would give us 0.10. Notice that I am doing 2 decimal places on each one of these, even when technically I don't need it because I could do 0.1. It's the same thing as 0.10. It just makes it easier when we do our next step. So when we do our households with 4 pets, that's 1 out of 52, so 0.2, or 0.02, excuse me. Again, 1 out of 52, so 0.02. And again, for 6, 1 out of 52, you get 0.02. Now, the other really cool thing about proportions is that if you were to take all of these decimals here on this proportions column, and you were to add them up, they would add up to the number 1. Okay? Because we're talking about 52 households, and we have take into account all 52 in our frequency. The other thing is on our frequency column, if we've done this frequency column correct, this should also add up to 52, which is the number of households we were talking about. All right, so the third thing, or the next thing we're going to do, step 4 here, is we're actually going to find the percentage. All we're going to do is we are going to take the proportion here, the decimal 0.31, and we're going to multiply it by 100%. And that's going to give us the percentage of households that have 0 pets. So for instance, for 0 pets, it's going to be 31%. For 1 pet, we have 29% of the households have 1 pet. For 2 pets, we get 25% of them have 2 pets. For 3, we get 10% have 3 pets. And for 4, 5, and 6, we all get that they have 2%. Again, the other cool thing is if I add up all of these percentages, the 31, 29, 25, 10, 2, 2, and 2, I should add up to 100% because I am talking about all of the households we surveyed. So this would be my final answer for creating a distribution. I've got my number of pets broken out. I've got the frequency that those numbers occur. I've got the proportion that they are occurring in decimal, and again, rounding my decimal to 2 places. And then I have the percentage by multiplying my proportion times 100%. Hopefully this helped you in understanding how to create a basic frequency distribution. If you have any other questions, please make sure to email me.